Pack up the bags, let's hit the road, my dear. Yeah. Cruising through the fields where the air is clear. Windows down, breeze in the night. Come on. Country roads and the stars shining bright. Let's go on a road trip, just you and me. Oh yeah. In the land where the heart runs free.
Good morning. So it's going to be one of those days, huh? Bad because it's nice and blue sky and sunny and 55 degrees. I am on my way to Colettes. I did wake up late again this morning. And then I made the mistake of watching Del Scone and learning about the donkeys, Star and Mary. And if you don't, if you're not a follower of Del Scone Farm in Scotland, they had two donkeys, Star and Mary, and they're both due at the same time, but they thought that they brought them in already in full. And they thought they were due like May or early June. And they went out there today on Connor's birthday, and there was a foal, a little baby donkey. When they got there, there was another little baby donkey that was stillborn. They both had their babies within hours of each other during the night. And now they can't figure out which mom belongs to the live foal. And when Ben was on live, it was actually the most adorable thing. This little foal is not moving. He's just standing there. And both moms are over this donkey. They have their head over this donkey protecting it. And this little foal, it's just so cute. You got to go look at it. I posted it on my Facebook page to see if anyone had ever had that happen to them, whether it be a donkey or a horse or even a cow. How do you handle that situation? I mean, someone suggested a DNA test, but that's going to take weeks. It usually does. Ben thought it wouldn't work because they have the same father, but it would work because the mother's DNA is different. So I don't know. He was supposed to come back on, and I waited to leave thinking he'd be on like within the last hour, but he wasn't. So because he said he was going to come on, and he had talked to a vet school out there. He talked to a few people out there. So we'll have to wait to see what the verdict is on. Because the foal was trying to nurse off both mothers, so they don't know which mother it is. If they, like Ben said, you could keep them together, but, and I mean, that little foal would have two moms, which would be great, but at one point, when nobody's around, One of those mothers may just say, "You're not my foal, get away from me," and be mean to it. Then you're in trouble. Anyway, I have to put my glasses back on. Um, I wrote down all the birthdays today. There's lots of them. The first one is Marcy. Marcy Crane in Illinois that I went to high school with. I hope you have an awesome birthday, Marcy. She comes out here once in a while because her brother Bob lives out here. He's in Evergreen, though. So happy birthday to Lance and Dan and Daniel and Chris, Jeff, Deb back in Illinois, Lewis, and Brian. I hope you all have a awesome birthday today. I hope your weather is as pretty as it is here in Colorado. If you're not in Colorado. So the funny thing happened the last 2 nights. You know how I usually complain because I get in bed and then I have 3 cats on me? And especially like Annabelle and Magic will move if I move, but Smokey will not. Which is why I kind of think it was Smokey that may have bit me. But the last 2 nights, and I kind of miss it. The last 2 nights I get in bed, and usually Smokey and Annabelle will jump in bed and come up to my face, and Annabelle will give me my kiss on my nose. And the last 2 nights, nothing. I did wake up about 4 o'clock this morning, and Smokey got in bed with me and was laying by my legs. But when I got in bed the last 2 nights, there were no cats to be seen. So I'm kind of wondering if they knew something happened. Like they're scared they're going to get in trouble or something. It's just really weird that no one has gotten in bed with me. And no, we have not caught a skunk. I even looked at the cameras. No skunks, no foxes, nothing. I wonder if it's not coming around because they see that trap out there. I didn't try to camouflage it. When I did a live trap for Rocky the Raccoon, I didn't camouflage it. He went in because he was hungry. So it's just going to take some patience. I'm probably going to have to pour some more molasses on there. I'm sure with all the hail yesterday. I don't know if you saw that video last night. I was kind of frantic because it just happened so fast. And I'm trying to go live, and StreamYard is asking me all these questions before I can even go live. And it was the biggest hail I have seen since I've been here. Some of them were golf ball size. My car is fine. My horses are fine, even though they refuse to go in the stall. When I first, I was getting the StreamYard ready, they both ran from the east pen into the stall. But then they both came back out. And they were in the hail. Now, I know Raven loves standing in weather, but this hail was pretty big. And Prissy is usually the first one in the stall when there is 1 drop of rain. And she stayed out with Mom. in the hail. And I was really worried because that big a hail, if it hits you in the right place in the head, you're a goner. Which is why I did not go out. I did not have a box to put over my head. I didn't have anything. And being alone, Jim lives on the property, but he can't hear. There was a couple times that I was screaming for him in the last 5 years, and he did not hear me. And the neighbors can't hear me, so I did not want to go out in the hail because I wouldn't have been found for days. Well, I guess I would have been found in a couple hours because Colette would have tried to call me and I wouldn't have answered, so she would have called Jim. But it would have been too late then. That's the only bad thing about living by yourself is if something happens and you're out in the country, nobody's going to find you for days. So if I'm not on live for a couple days in a row, if I don't even mention that I'm not going to be on live today, somebody come look for me, please. Because by then, the horses and chickens are going to need to be fed. And the cats too. And the fish. I did not feed the fish this morning. I'll have to feed poor Rosemary when I get back home. My other 2 goldfish I had for 7 years. And they were white. And I wanted to do something really nice for them. So I got them I think it's a 35-gallon tank. And I put them in there and they died. I mean, not right away, but they did get to enjoy it a little bit. But after 7 years, they passed away. So I ended up getting 3 more. I named them Rosemary. I can't even think. Oh my gosh, I was watching When Calls the Heart. Rosemary, Goldie, and starts with an L. It's not Lou, it's not Len. It's not AEIOU. Okay, if you know Rosemary's husband, I cannot believe I cannot remember his name. I'm just having one of those senior moments right now. And I can't read comments because I'm driving, so I'm sorry. Anyway, Rosemary's husband and Goldie died right away, but I've had Goldie for a year now, or not Goldie, Rosemary. I've had Rosemary for a year now. I put her in a little 2-gallon on my counter because the 35-gallon aquarium went out to the turkey coop for the babies that are on their way. Because I really like the aquarium. Having them in the aquariums with the little heater beds that I bought for them. So when I get home, I'm going to have to feed Rosemary. I can't see on my phone if Del Scone has done live. At least that little baby donkey foal is going to have a colostrum. Extra colostrum. The thing with the colostrum is they have to have it within the first 2 or 3 hours because it has to do with their stomach lining. And they can only absorb the benefits of the colostrum in the first 2 or 3 hours. and they actually saw it nursing. So this guy in the Jeep is passing me. I'm going down the hill at 51. I have my cruise control on, set at 46. The speed limit is 45. Some people are just too much in a hurry. Wherever you're going to go, I guarantee you we both end up at the same red light. So risking a ticket or injuring someone is not worth speeding. So let's discuss that. As long as we're talking about driving. I haven't done a driving rule of the road lately. So let's talk about speed limits. The definition of limit equals not to exceed. I have seen comments from sheriffs and police officers and judges. Someone made up the rule, oh, it's okay to go 5 over. And then that rule spread to other people. So everybody thinks that it's written in gold. It's not. You can't. It's not okay to do 5 over. You can get a ticket because limit equals not to exceed. And the thing that really gets me, and we'll talk about this another time, but 470 is a 4-lane highway. The far right lane is for people who are going 65 or under. There's some people that go on the highway that are scared to do 65. And I think the minimum, there is no minimum posted. And I'm not sure about this, but I think it's like 15 under. So if the speed limit's 60, 65, you can do 50 in that lane. But then someone also spread the rumor that the far left lane is the fast lane. There is no such thing as a fast lane. The speed limit in what you call a fast lane is the same as the other 3 lanes, 65. It's a passing lane. And you still need to do 65. We will discuss that at another time. Anyway, speed limit equals not to exceed. See this sign? Speed limit 55. So I'm going to do 55. And if you don't like it, you can pass me, but you better pray that there's no officer up ahead of you. Because it's the 24th, so it's close to the end of the month. Now, I don't know if this is true. This is just things that I have heard, just like, oh, you could go 5 over. But I have heard that at the end of the month, police officers have a quota that they have to fill. And if there's any police officers listening, let me know if this is true or not. So at the end of the month, there are more officers out giving tickets than any other time of the month. And the other day, I think I was going to either Walmart or Big R, but I'm going down Pine Ridge, the road that used to be dirt where I saw the turkeys crossing that one time. And some guy is coming at me and he flashes his lights. Now, When you're out in the country and you flash your lights at somebody or somebody flashes their lights at you, that means that up ahead there is a possible deer that is going to launch in the road, or a bunch of turkeys that are crossing the road, or a horse escaped and he's in the middle of the road. That's what that means. It means be careful. Oh no, not this guy. This guy was warning me, who was doing 25 down Pine Ridge, which is the speed limit, that there was a police officer ahead. I will never, ever, ever do that. And even on Google, when I am on my maps going somewhere and something pops up that said speed trap ahead, is it still there? I always say no, because if you're speeding, you deserve a ticket. I'm sorry. That's just who I am. I think it's karma points. And the last time I was going to Colettes down I-25, a couple, I don't know if they were young or old, I don't know if they were male or female, but two cars were doing at least 80, 85 past me, trying to keep up with each other, dodging in and out of the lanes. When I taught my boys how to drive, I made sure they knew that cars are not toys. A car is actually a dangerous weapon. Actually, sorry, I lost you there. Little valley here. Actually, cars are more dangerous than a gun because one shot of a gun will probably kill one person, but one head-on collision with a car could kill 4 or more people in one blow. I mean, if people don't want to follow the rules, you know, and put everybody's lives in danger, we can just get rid of cars altogether. Won't have to worry about the gas, and we could all just go back to horses and buggies. Sometimes you take advancement for granted. Yes, we've advanced from horses and buggies to cars, but don't take advantage of that situation and ruin it. Don't make it a dangerous thing. Anyway, wow, I'm just rambling today. All right. Let's do a quote. I'm still looking for that Jeep. I'm sure we're going to meet up with them soon. So our quote today is, nothing is impossible. So think about that. A lot of people say the quote is, nothing is impossible with God. But think about the word impossible. Let's separate it. I'm possible. It's right in there in the word impossible. I'm possible. So don't ever get discouraged. I am not discouraged. I'm going to keep moving forward. My likes and my followers are not rising. I have not found that one little niche that I need to get things moving. My gift shop is not going viral. My online equine classes are not going viral. I just need one thing, like a rescue animal, or I'm not going to get gored by a bull, just to and get more followers. And I'm sure Jay wasn't planning on that either, but luckily he is okay. That situation could have ended very differently. I mean, when I first saw it, my stomach turned. But Jay is okay, and so is Chuck. Here goes someone. Temporary tags. I guess he needs to learn his vehicle because he's not doing the speed limit. Anyway, if you could like and follow and share to get my numbers going, I would so appreciate it. It's a beautiful day today. There's one little cow over there all by itself. Pretty soon there's going to be no cows over there because, of course, we have to build on that empty land. You know, these contractors and developers remind me of Colette. Like, Colette cannot stand to have an empty space at her house. She has to put some sort of knickknack there. And now she's moved on to the dining room table. She's starting to clutter the dining room table again with knickknacks. Her excuse is I have to use my Google Lens on them because she can't find them, but they're on the dining room table. About a month ago, the couch was full of stuff. She reminds me of these developers. Oh my God, there's empty land. We got to build something on it. Why? Why do we have to build something on it? Oh, because we need to make money. And what's really upsetting me is I hope Trump does something about this because the people that are, I mean, it's kind of like a game of Risk, you know? I don't understand why people can't see this. People from other countries are buying up our land. I mean, you should have to live here for like 10 or 20 years to be able to buy land in the United States. People from other countries are buying this land and building things, and pretty soon it's not going to be the United States of America. It's going to be China, or it's going to be Russia, or, you know, whatever. We're not going to own the United States anymore. And I guess it's karma. We took the United States from the Indians, so now other people are going to take the United States from us. But I'm sure it'll be after my time, so unfortunately it'll be for my grandkids and my great grandkids. You can only do so much. All right, we are almost to I-25. I talked about things that I wasn't going to talk to, but I thought I would do a little trivia this morning. So here is a little horse trivia for you. Now that we're at a red light. What natural bodily function of most mammals do horses not have? I will let you think about that for a couple of minutes. What natural bodily function of most mammals do horses not have? I will let you know when we get to I-25. This person over here is kind of coming in my lane. Lady, pay attention. Okay, we're almost to I-25. Are you thinking about that? What natural bodily function of most mammals do horses not have? Red light. Okay, I'll give you the answer at the red light. The answer is horses cannot vomit, which is why if horses eat bad hay or something that doesn't agree with them, they usually colic because they cannot vomit. It cannot come back up their esophagus. Pretty interesting, huh? Okay, so I am not going to guarantee that I will be home by 5 o'clock. Because Colette has a 2 o'clock doctor appointment. But I will try to be home by 5 o'clock. If not, I will come on after 5 o'clock and feed the girls and say goodnight. So you all have a wonderful day today, especially if it's your birthday. And we will see you later.